Hi, this is Mike Mitchell with Progressive Church Media, and in this video I want to show you yet another quick little tip for how you can use a tool like PowerPoint to create very polished and professional looking graphics to help promote your ministry. Now, I am using the Mac version of PowerPoint for this video. In some other videos I will use the Windows version. You can do basically the same things in both. You just do some of it just a little bit differently. And I've already shown part of this technique in another video, but I want to extend it a little bit further. So, we are using this example of this new art ministry that our church is theoretically starting on July 15th, and what I want to do is just add in a nice little graphic down here to help convey this idea that this is fun and artistic and creative, and it's a nice opportunity for the kids in our church. So I am going to come up here under the Insert menu, go to Photo, Picture from File, and again, out here on my desktop, let me just scroll down. I have my image, right there it is, my colored pencils, and I'm going to bring them in. Again, right now they're way too big, so I'm going to hold down the Shift key and just drag. Holding down the Shift key, by the way, just helps retain the overall ratio of the photo so you don't stretch something out. If, for example, I don't do that. Now maybe that's, what, let's just do that. Let's say this is the look that we're going for. So there we go. Now again, as in my other video on this, what I really don't want here is this white background. I actually just want the colored pencils. And so with the colored pencil graphic selected, I'm under the Format menu. I go to Remove Background. PowerPoint is analyzing this, and because this is pretty much a pure white background, again, PowerPoint can handle this. You can see where it has already analyzed it. Things are looking pretty good. It's showing everything. Everything in pink is what it's going to try to remove, but I want to make sure it's getting everything, so I'm going to just expand by dragging my little selectors here. And every time I change, then PowerPoint has to reanalyze that photo, so it takes it just a second. And there you go. Now you see, for example, right in here we've got a little bit of noise where PowerPoint doesn't get it exactly, but I think for our purposes it will be good enough. So I've got it the way I want it. I'm going to hit the Enter key, and there you go. There is my background. It's been removed, and what I did in the other example, I just added a very quick little drop shadow to that. So at this point, I could save this, and we would be good to go. But let's say, now that I've taken the effort to remove this background, there might be other places where I want to also use these colored pencils. Maybe I want to bring that in, for example, to a Microsoft Word document to be part of our church bulletin. And I don't want to have to try to kind of do all these steps again. So now that I've got the background removed, here's a quick little tip. With that image selected on the Mac, I'm going to hit Control click. On Windows, you would right click, and then you're going to look for the option called Save as Picture. So let me choose that. And here is what's important. First of all, let me just kind of put this image, I'm going to put it out here on my desktop. You want to make sure the format is on PNG. Now, without going into a lot of explanation on that, when you save something in this manner as a PNG file, it will save any transparency, which is what we've got there. We've removed the background and made it transparent. It will preserve that. So let me call this colored pencils. Okay? And again, saving it as a PNG, and I'm just going to hit save, right? Now, let me, just to show you very quickly why you want to do that and where this will come in handy, let me just make a new slide, and I'm just going to make a blank slide here. And just to make this crystal clear, I'm going to just very quickly put, this blue rectangle down so I clearly have a background here, right? Now let me come up again under my Insert menu, go to Photo, Picture from File, and I'm going to find that PNG file called Colored Pencils that I just saved. So let me scroll down here, and right there it is. There's the PNG file, and let me insert that, and notice instead of that white background that we had before, it has preserved the transparency. So now if I need to make a second graphic, but I want to use those same colored pencils, I've got it and it's ready to go. So that's just a quick little tip for how once you've done something, you can kind of save it and then reuse it. Where this might come in handy, for example, and I'll show this in another video, is if you have your church logo and you've taken the time to remove any background that there might be, you could save it and then very easily drop in that transparent background version of your church logo and just use it over and over again. Again, I'll show that in another video, but hopefully this little technique shows you how very quickly, once you've taken the time to remove the background, you can then use that new graphic over and over and over. I hope this gives you some inspiration.